The great Kiwi Barbie, our national treasure. We're born with a licence to grill, but burnt sausages, charred steak and raw chicken? Surely the Kiwi barbecue deserves better. I'm Nic Watt and I'm an award-winning chef. I've owned some of the top Japanese restaurants in the world, but now I'm coming home to open Masu, a brand new restaurant in Auckland's Federal Street dining precinct. But if there's one thing I've learned in the restaurant game, what works in one place
That's yum.
may not work in another.
I don't like that color. That's it.
So to create my menu, I'm putting Kiwi taste buds to the test. In my test kitchen, I'll make 3 Japanese dishes, all inspired by a Kiwi classic. That's an absolute barbecue shellfish feast. Beautiful. Japanese food is delicious, and I'll show you just how easy it is to make. Simple, easy, something you can cook in advance, and really easy to serve at the end of the day. And then I'll hit the streets. We're here to do some tasting, where you'll decide which dish makes it onto my new restaurant menu.
That's really good.
Yeah? It's really good?
Yeah, that's really juicy.
This is fantastic. You want honesty?
Yeah, totally.
Too rich for my blood.
Too rich, yeah? Tonight I'm testing 3 twists on the classic Kiwi Barbie. Chili garlic shellfish, glazed chicken wings, and rice-crusted beef. Which one of my dishes will measure up on testing the menu? The barbecue. It's seared into our national identity. But why?
The thing I love about barbecue is the flame grilled taste.
Barbecues are summer.
Hot summer day, nice cold beer, fresh meat.
Some sausages on, throw some hamburgers there, you know, everything.
So they're easy, they're quick, but they're not always good.
Is when the meat is not cooked, like half-cooked chicken and half-cooked sausages.
So I'm dropping into my mates Marcus and Shelley's backyard barbie to see what they think of a Japanese twist on this Kiwi classic. What is it about Kiwi barbecues that they love so much?
Look, I think it's just getting a few mates around the barbecue and outside.
Yeah, there's obviously camaraderie. I mean, look at that.
What makes a Kiwi barbecue so special?
Men out there doing it, I think.
And only needing to do a few dishes is the other good thing.
Oh, yeah,
You have the
good
meat
point.
and a couple of salads, and that's all you need for a Kiwi barbie.
What makes it so tasty?
To be fair, when you bring up taste, as you noticed, I've changed to a charcoal barbie. I find that the charcoal barbie's heaps tastier. So.
It's all about the charcoal?
Well, for me it is.
What do you think about a Japanese twist on a Kiwi barbecue?
I don't know how you'd incorporate a Japanese twist into it.
Yeah?
That's quite
Teriyaki beef.
on the
Yeah.
barbie.
Well, look, I'm a fan of Japanese, so I'm interested for sure. Yeah.
Come down to the test kitchen and try my take on a Japanese barbecue.
I'm keen as.
I've got loads of ideas now, so I'm heading back to my test kitchen to try them out. A barbecue is all about bringing people together. So if I bring my flavours together like a happy family, then I'm on to an absolute winner. It's all about smokiness. To get that smokiness, you've got to use charcoal. You just don't get the same from gas. For my first dish, I'm making chili garlic shellfish, and I'm cooking it on my Japanese rabata grill to give it that beautiful smoky charcoal flavour. We have some absolutely sensational tuatūas, beautiful, some diamond clams, and some young mussels. All of these, be it the tuatua, the clams, or the mussels, you could easily swap out for anything that you forage from the sea. It's all about the freshness of the seafood, the freshness of the shellfish. First, I need to create a flavour base to cook the shellfish in. I'm starting with 500 grams of butter. So I've diced up the butter, I've allowed it to soften down. I'm just going to put it into the bowl here, and we're going to start working with our red and our green chilli. So I'm just chopping this up to make it really dice it up quite small. And then I'm going to add this to my butter and start combining the rest of my ingredients. And we're going to work with the garlic and the ginger now. And we really just want to pick out a nice big bulb of garlic. Give it a good smash. And just start to break it up. I'm going to take my ginger, take a few slices. It's about equal parts of ginger to garlic. Bring them together and start forming a really nice ginger garlic paste. We're just going to add this to our butter. So the next component we're going to add is some lemon. We're going to zest this straight over the bowl. Don't waste your lemon. We're going to use all that beautiful juice that's inside. Start bringing that into our butter. That's really sensational stuff there. Last two components is a little bit of flat leaf parsley. That's going to add a really fresh herbaceousness, and a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce straight into the butter, and that's going to give us a little bit of saltiness coming through and help sort of richen that butter up to make it something really quite sensational. Just give it a bit of a stir, combine the soy sauce, the lemon juice, all those beautiful flavours into one flavoured compound butter. So we're going to move on to making our Japanese fish stock with a coffee plunger. What I've got here is bonito, which is charcoal dried fish flakes. You can buy bonito from your supermarket. The second ingredient is shiitake mushrooms, readily available, supermarket, Asian grocery, wherever. So we just pop these into the coffee plunger. And the last part is adding some boiled water and then allowing it to steep like you would like a good builder's tea. So we're just going to set this aside for about 7 minutes for it to steep. Once that's ready, we're just going to plunge it down. Now I'm ready to cook my shellfish on my Rabata grill. They're a common way to cook in Japan and give food a fantastic charcoal flavour. This is really when the shellfish and the barbecue come together, that open charcoal cooking. It's really simple, just tuatuas on. I'm going to pop a few mussels on, and we'll finish with the diamond clams at the end. I can hear the sizzle of the shellfish as the salt water drips down into those hot charcoal. The clams are starting to open up, the tuatuas are just starting to, come to life with that heat. So what we're going to do now is we've got to finish our dashi stock to add some moisture to it. So we're just going to plunge that down and tell me if you can make a clearer, more tasty fish stock than that in 7 minutes. I guarantee impossible. Okay, these are starting to go, so we're just going to transfer these to our pan. Listen to that. They're opening, the juice is coming out. I'm going to add some of the dashi into this. So we're going to start adding some of our compound butter into our pan now. And the butter's going to come out with all that beautiful chili, that lemon, that parsley. All those flavours are going to start binding in with our beautiful seafood. Just give it a bit of a stir around. So I think we're ready there. They've all opened up. That butter's starting to brown. All the clams, mussels, everything's opened. So the finishing touches is just a little bit of greenery, just to make it look bright. So that's it, we're done. Mussels, straight from the sea, butter, chili, fresh celery, dashi stock, that smoky flavour, all combined. That's an absolute barbecue shellfish feast. Beautiful. Next up, 2 more mouth-watering Japanese dishes. The aroma of all the herbs, the herbaceousness is just exploding. But which of the contenders will win the battle to be on the Masu menu?
That's a really nice flavour, actually.
Yeah, we go down well with the beer?
Yeah, beer as well.
What will you, the public, decide? I'm Nic Watt, a Kiwi chef with a passion for Japanese food. That's an absolute barbecue shellfish feast. I'm creating 3 dishes inspired by the Kiwi barbie: chili garlic shellfish, glazed chicken wings, and rice-crusted beef. But which one will the public like the most? For my second dish, I'm making glazed chicken wings. Wings are an old favourite, so I'm playing it safe with this one. Okay, so we're going to start by preparing our chicken wings, and we're just going to start taking off this little wing tip here. We don't want this wing tip, and then cutting through the joint and separating the wing from the drumstick. Chicken wings are pretty much readily available at your butcher or your supermarket, so it's a really easy product to get in. And also, I think what's important is it's quintessentially quite Japanese, which gives you a nice spin on a Kiwi barbecue. What we're going to move on to now is skewering them. Now, what I've got here is some chopsticks. I've just soaked them in water. This is really important. You've got to soak them in water, because if you cook them over open flame, the wood will burn, the water will just stop that burning point. And all you do, just take the sharp point of the chopstick, grab a drumstick, and just sort of shoot up the side of the bone, come out the top. Once the chicken is skewered, I'm moving on to a simple basting. I'll start with half a cup of sake, or you can use white wine, and then 1/4 cup of mirin, a sweet rice wine used a lot in Japanese cooking. The next component, I'm going to grab some green chilli, and I'm really going to finely dice up the green chilli. It's going to give it that little bit of warmth, but without that really hot, hot, hot heat. So we're going to add the last ingredient to our basting, and it's Japanese sashimi pepper. Sashimi pepper is a 7-spice. 7-spice has black sesame, white sesame, chili, orange, mandarin peel, and often hemp seeds or aonori. So it's a blend of those. So I'm just going to give these guys a brush to start them off. And you can see all that chili, sesame, everything's going onto these chicken wings. So I've got the open charcoal rabata grill going, and I'm just going to lay these skewers over here. You can hear it already starting to sizzle. These wings take about 10 minutes to cook. If you don't have a charcoal barbecue, you can cook them under a conventional grill or on a gas barbecue. Okay, what I'm looking for in the chicken wing is to get this lovely caramel going through here. You see all this golden caramel, these dark little blistered parts. That's what we're looking for. And we just want to see the actual chicken meat just start to pull back from the bone slightly. Once it starts to pull back, then we know it's cooked and it's going to be ready to serve. Okay, fantastic. These are looking pretty good now. Got all that beautiful flavour, that mirin's in there. Okay, look at that. You can smell the sake, the mirin. So we're just going to finish with the last flurry of coriander. Give it that nice herbaceousness. And there we have my chicken wings. That on the barbecue is an absolute winner, especially to go down with a cold beer. I'm on to my third and final dish, rice-crusted beef. Beef is a barbecue favourite, and I'm going to add a few more flavours and textures to really take it up a notch. I think it could be a winner. I've got a beautiful whole sirloin section here. I've asked the butcher to please leave the fat on. That's just going to help keep the sirloin nice and juicy, nice and moist. We're going to start by making our teriyaki sauce. So this is really just a simple process of combining 2 cups of soy sauce. We'll add 2 cups of mirin to this. The mirin's going to give the sweetness. We're just going to add 1 cup of sake, and that's going to help just add a little bit of acidity to the teriyaki sauce. Caster sugar, 150 grams, or 1/2 cup. And the last ingredient is just a good pinch of hot chili flakes, and that's just going to give it that little bit of spice and that little bit of heat without making it overly burny on the lips. So this sauce is really easy. We've got all those ingredients in there. Just going to bring it to the flame. After the teriyaki sauce is reduced by 1/2, it's ready to pour over the beef. It's best to marinate for about an hour to absorb all those delicious teriyaki flavours. I've got these beautiful skewers here, and I'm just going to skewer it lengthways in a crisscross process. And now the most exciting part is getting this into the oven. I'm using my Japanese earth oven, but you can set your oven at home to 180 degrees. Allow 40 minutes per kilo for medium rare. Just getting all that beautiful soy sauce, all that sake, all that mirin, that chili. You can see the beautiful colour that's come onto this beef. I'm basting it with the marinade every 10 minutes to keep it moist and tasty. While that's cooking, I'm going to turn my attention to the crispy rice crust. And what we want to do now is get the oil on for our rice. So we've got some nice warm oil heating up. I've had some sushi rice soaking for 20 minutes. So we're just going to add our rice to our oil. So you can see the rice is all puffing up and starting to go nice and golden and crispy. You won't see rice crispy and fried very often, but having it soaked in the water, it's already got all that moisture in there, and this just gives you a really beautiful rice sort of, it's almost like homemade Rice Krispies. Just scoop it out, pop it onto your little draining tray. You can use a paper towel or a blue cloth, anything that's just going to absorb any of that excess oil. Finally, I'm chopping up some fresh parsley, thyme and mint, and adding the crispy rice. So we're going to get our beautiful crispy rice and herb crust, and we're just going to sprinkle it on our board like this. Roll our beef, roll it through, and I'm just going to slice through it into really beautiful steaks. It looks pink, sensational. Got all that beautiful rice. That is an absolute showstopper of a family-style beef sirloin teriyaki. After the break, some harsh judgment on the streets of Auckland.
That tasted a bit sandy to me.
Tasted a bit sandy, a bit gritty, was it? But which one of my dishes will end up on the masu menu? Will it be chili garlic shellfish, glazed chicken wings, or rice-crusted beef? I'm Nic Watt, a Kiwi chef, and I'm testing the menu for my new restaurant Masu in Auckland's Federal Street dining precinct. I've taken the Kiwi barbecue and given it a Japanese twist. But which dish will the public prefer? Chili garlic shellfish, glazed chicken wings, or rice-crusted beef? Super nervous. I'm taking the Kiwi barbecue onto the streets, and from here, I've got to create a dish for the menu. What's going to happen? I've brought my test kitchen to Auckland's Ponsonby Road. Will my food be cool enough for this crowd? First up, my chili garlic shellfish. What will Ben from the Almighty Johnsons think?
That is actually beautiful because normally eating those things is like having a bite of your wetsuit. Yeah, lovely. Very flavourful for for what's normally quite like a bit of a challenge to eat.
So a good start. Will my glazed chicken wings impress his co-star, Jared?
These are on the sort of the tamer side of it.
Yep.
It's still got a lot of taste in there. But I just like, when I have chicken wings, I like to have something that's a bit more, gonna burn your socks off, really.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Surely my rice-crusted beef will win them over.
Oh, yum.
You've really hit the mark on this one.
That's top notch.
So your favourite is the beef?
Yeah, it is.
Perfect. Great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Ciao. And as night falls on Ponsonby Road, more of the locals are lining up. Let's see what they make of my chili garlic shellfish. I've got some nice, hopefully, nice shellfish for you to taste.
Great.
Yeah, done off the barbecue. Please have a taste. Is it good?
Good.
Yeah?
It's awesome. Tastes delicious.
Delicious, yeah?
Yeah, really nice, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing?
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah?
It's good.
It sings New Zealand, but you can get a little bit of Japanese through it.
But it's not all smooth sailing for the seafood.
That tasted a bit sandy to me.
Tasted a bit sandy. A bit gritty, was it?
I think maybe a little bit more spice.
Maybe a little more spice.
Maybe just a little bit more spice would be good for me.
A bit more spice, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know you could eat so much of it.
Okay, but what about flavour?
Standard.
Standard?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if my glazed chicken wings go down any better.
You can definitely taste that smoky flavour.
Oh, so tender.
No, it's really good. It's not an overpowering flavour at all.
That's a really nice flavour, actually.
Yeah? Would it go down well with the beer?
Here is one.
It's good, but again, it's quite light on the flavouring.
Yep.
Needs a bit more something.
I think this could do with a bit more flavour.
A little bit more flavour.
More flavour? Yep, okay. What flavour are you looking for?
Soy would be good.
Yeah, a bit more soy. We get that saltiness, yeah?
Yep.
Tastes a bit like my dad's soy sauce sort of marinated chicken wings.
Yep. Between my chicken wing and Dad's chicken wing, which is nicer? Be
My
honest.
dad's, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. The people of Ponsonby are a tough crowd. Will my rice-crusted beef win them over?
That was amazing.
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
That's really nice.
This is nice. This is a new experience.
So
I love the alternate textures that roasted rice provides.
Yep.
The flavor, the taste, the crunchiness with the rice, it's very good.
Oh, now that is good. I like the bit around the side, so you get the rice in the first hit, and then there's all that flavour around the edging of the beef.
Yep, okay. All right, time to vote. Judging by the reactions, surely the beef will be the runaway winner. Of the three dishes, which one would be your favourite?
For me.
Beef?
I really like the mussels, actually.
You like the mussels,
tasty.
yeah?
Yeah, really tasty, yeah.
Okay.
The butter mussels.
Personally, I really enjoyed that seafood.
Out of the three dishes, which dish would you have tonight? The beef?
Yeah, this one that I just tried right here.
The beef?
Yeah, beef.
The beef?
Absolutely.
Hands down?
Hands down. Would have to be the beef.
The beef.
Has to be the beef? You both agree on the beef? That's two beef, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. The barbecue tasting, one of the toughest days of all, but we've had some really consistent feedback. Top result. So we had the clams. I kept hearing that people were looking for a little bit more spice in that. We had the chicken wings. They were liking the barbecue flavour, but there was just a little lack. It was just the mirin, the sweetness. But the clear favourite, what everybody loved, was that teriyaki with the chilli and the roasted rice on the beef. An absolute favourite, and I have a dish now that I can take back to the kitchen and work up for the restaurant. So my challenge now is to take everything I've learned and make my rice-crusted beef into a restaurant-quality dish. The main difference is I'm using a single fillet of beef to cut down the cooking time. I'm also adding some sesame seeds for a delicious toasted flavour. I'm calling this dish teriyaki yakiniku, Japanese for grilled beef. But what will my mates Marcus and Shelley make of it?
Combining the Japanese twist on a barbecue dish, yeah, it could definitely work.
Yeah, if he can actually get that flavour with the right cut of meat and cooked how people like it, I think he'll do well.
Fantastic.
What I'm about to serve you is Masu's teriyaki yakiniku.
Fantastic.
Looks good.
Can't wait.
Take a shot. Yeah? What can you taste? You get the smoky flavour coming through?
I still taste the smoky charcoal.
Yep.
Yeah?
But the marinade adds massive to it.
It does.
It's nice,
A
yep.
little bit of chilli.
It's good.
Sets it off, it's great.
So what do you reckon? We've got another dish for the menu?
I think so, mate.
Definitely.
It's fantastic, yep.
Perfect. My teriyaki yakiniku is officially tested and on the Masu menu.